how can industrial organization detect second or third tier supply chain risks before they impact the operations?
Yeah, well that's, I think, the best time to do it. I mean, you're absolutely right. After you've got something installed and running your plant floor, you're kind of scrambling. So my philosophy has been, let's tear apart every piece of software you plan to move onto the plant floor. And if you're running a facility, then it's going to be every new piece of software or every upgrade. Tear it to pieces and find out every contributor to that software. Because I can assure you, with typical piece of software in OT, only maybe 10, 20, maybe if you're lucky, 30% of the software came from the company you bought it from, and the rest is open source, third-party license. I mean, some of it's pretty obvious, if you're putting together a piece of software that is going to be talking on the Ethernet, it's not going to be using drivers from, it's going to be using Intel drivers, right? And so you need to know that there's Intel drivers, or maybe they're Huawei drivers, or maybe they're, you need to know where that software came from. And so it's really doing that analysis before you deploy it is the right time. And then at that point, you can see way, way, way down. Like, people talk about second and third tier. We've seen, I think the deepest tier we ever saw was 35th tier. Like, here's an open source package, then use this, and use this, and use this, and use this. 35 tiers later, we find some supplier.